Hello and welcome, guys, to our second episode of Football Fanatics. We have man like Gokul in the building, and it has been a great first week. How was it, Gokul? How did you feel the first game week back in Premier League?
The first game was a thrilling game, right?
Absolutely. It was a brilliant game, Arsenal versus Brentford. We both were wrong.
Arsenal proved us wrong.
Yeah. Arsenal, yeah, exactly. It's more than Brentford was Arsenal who proved us wrong. Shambolic performance by Arsenal. Let me start with that. Shambolic performances by Arsenal. We thought at least they would edge the game, The first game of Brentford at their home, coming back in Premier League after 74 years, I think. Oh my God. The absolutely shambolic performance by Arsenal. Their midfield, their
nothing.
How do I put it? They didn't have a game plan. I honestly think they didn't have a game plan.
Exactly.
I mean, Brentford played really well, considering the fact that they knew how Arsenal are going to set up.
Yeah, they played like attacking football. They were all out attacking.
I mean, I've heard Brentford are not that attacking, actually. Brentford actually play a little bit defensive, but against Arsenal, they went out full on attack. And it was quite enjoyable to watch Brentford, a team like Brentford, first game back in Premier League, playing so well.
Against Arsenal, a top club.
Yeah, I mean, they're scoring 2 goals against Arsenal. I mean, Arsenal didn't have reply. They didn't even create a proper chance. They didn't create a proper chance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Agreed, they didn't have Aubameyang and Lacazette playing. Even Gabriel didn't play, but come on, you should be able to edge that game out.
Yeah, they should be winning the game.
They should be winning the game easily. They shouldn't be like lagging behind, like 1 goal, then 2 goal in the end. I mean, that was really bad performance by Arsenal. No plan at all. They weren't prepared for the game at all whatsoever.
Yeah, I think Bradford took them by surprise, like the way they played.
Yeah, but you should be expecting.
I don't think Arteta didn't have a game plan. Exactly.
Yeah, they didn't have a game plan. They weren't prepared. Mikel Arteta again at the fault here. I would completely give him the blame.
Exactly.
He should set up his team according to the teams he's going to play. I mean, when we saw the lineup, we were always surprised. We always surprised when we saw the lineup.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They're literally playing with kids, unknown kids.
I mean, all kids, no experience. You have Xhaka for experience. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
He can't track back players. What was he doing there? I think he did. I mean, hit a shot. I mean, which could have accidentally gone into a goal. And I remember, like, oh, Xhaka finally scored and everything. But all in all, that performance was not something you as an Arsenal fan would be looking forward to at all.
Yeah, I think they are in big trouble if they are going to play.
Yeah, this season, I think Arsenal might be in a huge trouble.
The only player I see playing well was Tierney and
Saka.
Smith Rowe.
Yeah. I think Saka came in the second half. I think. I don't think Saka started.
Second. No, he came in the second half.
Yeah.
Smith Rowe was good. Only he was like attacking point. Only he was there. Others were like simply.
I mean, I think there were 3 standard performers, if you can call standard performers. That was Emil Smith Rowe, Saka, and Tierney.
Tierney.
All others scores 0 in my books because they were nothing. Bern Leno, first of all, that nearby goal, he could have done better. I know it was still near post goal, but he should have done better in that goal. As a Premier League goalkeeper, you should have that kind of capability to save those. We have been criticizing Kepa for a long time for this, and I think it's time that Leno should also be criticized for this one.
Exactly. I think that's why they're looking to sign Ramsdale, because they are looking to replace Leno.
Yeah, I think Aaron Ramsdale is already signed, isn't he?
Yeah, they're after Ramsdale, right?
Yeah, I think there was a deal.
It's not that confirmed. Like they're close, I guess.
Yeah,
And
I
I
heard.
think they're
Yeah.
done with Odegaard.
I heard they were in a deal. I saw today morning in the news that they were in the deal with 30 million or something, 30 million or something close to that. They were almost getting Aaron Ramsdale this weekend. Probably, I don't think he's going to start against us this week. Obviously, I don't think even Odegaard is going to start against us this week.
Yeah, no, because they're yet to train with the team.
Yeah, I don't think they're ready for this right now. For the biggest, I mean, I had I was looking forward to Ben White's performances. Okay, I was looking forward to Ben White performances this week. I mean, new buy, 50 million defender, but coming into this Arsenal team with the surrounding you guys, I mean, they have. What can we expect more of Ben White?
Really hard for him.
Really hard for him.
Exactly.
There is nobody he can like look up to. Like, okay, he's going to create some chances. Yeah. He's going to create some chances. I'm going to like play well, but there was absolutely no backbone. There was no tracking back. Brentford pushed really well. The first goal was amazing. That first goal, how it was created, that pass back from the goal line, not from the corner line or something nearby.
Corner line.
Yeah, what kind of pass was that? I mean, you're in. That was just. It was really bad performance by Arsenal. I couldn't just put it more. I mean, they don't even look like they're going to win this game.
Except they didn't have the courage to attack the Brentford.
Yeah, no courage to attack. They don't have anything coming up from bench and create something. Like they have Odegaard now, but again, I don't really rate Odegaard that high. But I mean, anybody coming into this Arsenal is not that good.
Experience there, right? He's still a kid. They need someone experienced, like to look up to someone. They don't have that yet.
Yeah, I mean, any player coming to Arsenal, do you really think they would have, the mentality to play? Like, say Bruno Fernandes came into Manchester United, he changed the fortunes. I mean, they would need some kind of player like him. And Ben White coming to this is...
They need someone like that.
They need someone like that. And Ben White coming to this don't really make a difference. I mean, they're a little bit solid defensive, but they were shambolic last week, and so we don't know how they're going to perform next week.
Exactly. Yeah, I guess they're a player like Bruno. They can create chances, create goals, score goals. They need someone like that.
Yeah, and they don't have
I don't think Odegaard can. Yeah.
Seeing you really see Aubameyang and Lacazette scoring any goal? I mean, scoring up to the mark goals this season? Because I don't see that.
Yeah, I don't see that because it was so out of form last year, Aubameyang, and in preseason also I didn't think he played so like better than last year. So I don't think he will be up to that the old Aubameyang we see.
Yeah. And I heard rumors of Barcelona trying to get Aubameyang, and I completely couldn't make sense of it. Why would they need Aubameyang right now? I mean, why would they? I mean, giving Coutinho up for Aubameyang, and that's a stupid bargain, I would say. I mean, you're not going to see Aubameyang score 30 goals in La Liga. He's barely able to score in Premier League now. I think they came out and denied the rumors, but yeah, I don't think that's an option.
Yeah, I think they denied. Yeah, it's just rumors, I guess. Because Barcelona is stupid to sign Aubameyang right now.
Yeah, they shouldn't be. I mean, we know what kind of trouble Barcelona are in, and if they get Aubameyang in high wages, he's already in pretty high wages. I mean, he's the highest, I think, earner in Arsenal.
Arsenal, yeah, he should be.
Yeah, getting him on even more high wages in Barcelona is going to be literally trouble for Barcelona. I hope they don't do that. I don't think they're going to do that, but yeah, let's go on with that.
I don't think they're going to do that. Yeah.
How do you see Arsenal performing this season after the first match you saw them?
If we go by the match we saw, I don't think they'll be in the top 8.
Yeah.
I don't see them in the anywhere in the top 8.
Yeah, they don't have a back. Their midfield sucks. They got Odegaard, of course, and they have Ben White, and I think Gabriel will be coming in. I think Lacazette and Aubameyang can contribute something, but I still don't see them in top 8.
Yeah, they don't have that firepower. Like somebody is coming and scoring goals, making goals. They don't have that kind of player.
Yeah, what do you think should change at Arsenal? What do you think is going to change at Arsenal? Because it could change the team.
I think Arteta is too conservative. He should let them play attacking football. Only then we can see some changes, I guess. So he's against Brentford. He's playing like this. I don't know how they will play like with Chelsea next week.
Against
It's against
Brentford.
Chelsea,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah. Against Brentford, they are so conservative. Imagine when they play big teams. Yeah, I'm sure when they
yeah,
play
that's
against us, it's always like whenever they play against Chelsea, they turn out to they become prime Brazil or something, and they score a lot of goals. But come on, we all know what kind of team Arsenal are with Mikel Arteta at helm.
yeah,
I think they have to change the
yeah,
coach
that's what
first.
I think. Yeah, they should have changed it by last year, but they didn't do that.
They should definitely change
Now
the coach.
I
That's not
think
working for them.
yeah, exactly. It's not at all working. And I don't know why they are rating him so high because I have not seen him do anything after coming in. I don't see any game plan, not any playing style, nothing. They're just playing defensive football. They get a chance, they score. Now they are not scoring also. It's trouble in Arsenal. Troubling
They
time.
won the FA Cup, and
Yeah,
they thought that Mikel Arteta would be the guy who would change their fortunes. Clearly,
yeah,
he isn't. Clearly, he isn't, and clearly, Arsenal should
he's,
look that into, and that should be their first decision to sack him. Yeah, sure, it's a first game, and we shouldn't get carried away, but we
but
don't
still
see
we have
any
seen.
changes. We don't see
Yeah,
anything that gives us hope. I mean, he came out in an interview and said we weren't prepared. I mean, you had 2 months. You didn't have a Champions League. You were not in
yeah,
Europe in any kind of form. You had 2 months break. None of your not much of the Arsenal players were in Euros, and you had
you
two
know,
months. What were you doing when you didn't have a game plan to beat Brentford, the first team after 74 years coming into Premier League, and you didn't have a game plan to beat them?
exactly. There's no excuse for
Absolute
that.
shambles. Yeah, that's not an excuse. I think Mikel Arteta is completely at fault and he should be sacked, according to me. But let's see how it goes.
Yeah,
And we have like exciting game coming up now. So
yeah.
let's moving forward to the next match. That is yours. That is Manchester
Oh,
United versus Leeds. Uh, Brilliant
it was,
performance by Bruno Fernandes
it
and
was
Pogba.
great.
Yeah,
It was great.
how did you
Oh,
see the game though?
it was really exciting with the crowd back at the Old Trafford. It was electric, and the unveiling of Varane and the ovation he got from the crowd, and then we came up with performance. And Pogba was on fire, man. Oh man, great performance. I think this is the best Pogba has done in Manchester United. And Bruno, as always, he came up with the 3 goals. Great. And Greenwood, we have to mention Greenwood too. The goal he scored, it was real pace from him and a great finish from a 19-year-old. So I think it will be a great season for Greenwood too. Looking forward.
Absolutely. How when I saw the game, I was see Leeds are kind of team who are going to play really good or
Yeah,
are going to make
really
you play
bad.
really. I mean, they are completely flip flop side,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
they came in that match and. Bruno Fernandes, absolutely amazing. See, I never doubted Bruno Fernandes, okay, but there are a lot of people who do doubt him, telling that
Yeah,
it's only penalties and everything. Come on, that's absolute shit. He's an amazing player. We have seen there has not been a player like him since Cantona in Manchester United.
exactly. Yeah,
Absolutely brilliant performance. Opening their hat trick. Credit goes to him. All the 3 goals are brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
yeah.
Pogba, scintillating, scintillating. I think I would like to see this kind of Pogba every week at Manchester
Every
United.
week. Yeah,
I mean, what he does in France squad, he should be doing that in Manchester United squad as well. And I think this is a season where he's going to show up his worth.
yeah. I think he has to perform this
Yeah,
season.
4 great assists, and those weren't like just an average assist. They were great assists.
Yeah,
One
exactly.
one inside the box, one outside. Great, and that assist to
Greenwood.
Mason Greenwood, while
It
he
was
was like,
amazing.
he was
Oh,
amazing, amazing, and Greenwood, uh, I have to mention him, okay, because the pace when he was running with that Leeds defender, there was
yeah.
only going to be one winner. There's only going to
Exactly.
be one winner, and that was a great. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has come out and said that Mason Greenwood is the best finisher in his squad,
Yeah, exactly.
and that was brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant for Mason Greenwood.
He knew where he is going to put the ball, and he did it. The composure he showed for a
Yeah,
19-year-old was
I mean, a lot of standard performers in that game. I would say Luke Shaw, absolutely good. I mean, absolutely good. Lindelof was good for surprise. I don't know.
Yeah, he came up with that assist too.
Yeah, he was really
was a
good
great
for a
goal.
surprise. Yeah, him. Again, McTominay. You have to mention McTominay, and Fred got a goal too. I think it was all in all a great performance for Manchester United. I mean, nothing to be taken back. I think they would take a huge confidence out of this game.
Exactly, it's a great booster. And is coming back. Sancho is back. Varane will be coming in. So it's great start.
Oh my God! Title contenders, absolute title contenders. I think. Gokul.
I think I think we made a point.
Yeah, they made a point. Absolutely. I think all the top four sides are reaching in the seats right now, seeing that Manchester United play that well.
Exactly.
It's going to be very interesting if Ole can keep this up. But I think he has the power to keep this up though, because the players he got this season are really good.
Really good. And all are coming good. Like there is a bond together. They're playing for each other. So I think this is going to be a great season for United.
Yeah, I forgot to mention Harry Maguire. He's passing in the game. I mean, it was really good. I was watching Harry Maguire and I was like, oh my God, he is already so good at passing the ball. Imagine when Varane comes into this picture. Deadly, man. Deadly combo, I think. Manchester United, it's going to be something to watch out for this season, I think. The title race is no joke this season. No joke at all. Yeah, man. Yeah, brilliant. Leeds, on the other hand, Luke Ayling scored a banger, absolute banger in the goal. That was something, I almost got off my seat. I was like, oh my God, what was that?
Exactly. It came from nowhere.
And that was absolutely brilliant goal from Luke Ayling, But apart from that, there was nothing. There was nothing apart from that. Because I think they had a huge void in midfield. I don't think they could control the midfield at all. I think Fred and McTominay did a great job controlling the midfield.
They broke up the play very much. Like, they didn't allow them to play from the midfield.
Yeah, absolutely. I was seeing Bruno Fernandes was getting a lot of gaps. The type of Bruno Fernandes, the player he is. He's going to take the ball and he's going to run away. He's going to play in corner. He's going to, sidetrack your players. But that match, they were giving him space. And one thing you don't want to do against Manchester United, give Bruno Fernandes the space.
Exactly.
Because he was running around. He was running around like a mad and a whole pitch. People couldn't control him. I mean, he was scoring left, right, and center, It's that good. Leeds, I think, obviously we know about Leeds. You never know. They're going to come up next game.
Either they win 4-2 or they are losing 4-2.
Exactly. Yeah, we know Bielsa team. I think Bielsa was, because I could see Bielsa's sheet going down, the way they're scoring, But again, a brilliant match by Manchester United, and
it was really exciting.
Really exciting.
Whole 75,000 crowd and the whole atmosphere was electric.
Yeah, when I saw Manchester United, ship in a goal. Got in a goal. When Leeds scored, I thought Manchester United might take a conservative route, but taking from the experiences last season, I think they came back again. With 3 goals, and I was like, oh my God, Manchester United again. I'm going to do this comeback thing this whole season. Oh my God. It's going to be hard for me to watch Manchester United win continuously, but as a football perspective, it's going to be brilliant to watch them play this season. Absolutely brilliant. Going for Leeds, how do you think Leeds are going to do this season, though?
I think they will do all right because last season also they lost 6-2 and they came back after that match. I think they will be all right. It's just the first match of the season. Their players are coming back. I guess they will be all right this season. They will be in top 10.
Yeah, I reckon that too, because first game we know Leeds. They are that kind of a team. They're going to come back one game good and they're going to come back another game really bad. So we'll have to see more of Leeds, how they play this season. I think they got another player too. I don't know. They got another player. I saw Junior Frippo playing there.
Yeah, he's a good signing.
But he didn't know what hit him on that day. Yeah. He didn't know what hit him. I was seeing Junior Frippo looking this side, that side. He wasn't doing. He was completely
terrified.
Yeah, he first time in Premier League, I think, and he had no idea what was going on. The pace hit him really bad. But yeah, it was going to be exciting to see Manchester United, and it's going to be worth keeping an eye on Leeds, I think.
Yeah, exactly. I think they will come back.
let's see. Let's move on to the next game. That was Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. A great game. I think I'll take that up. Great game, I would say. Again, we didn't have a striker at place. If we had a striker, we could have scored more. We didn't have a striker at place. We are playing Havertz as a center, and we're playing one other left, and again we are playing. Again, a great mention for Trevor Chalobah. I think we talked about him last podcast, and he started this season. He started this first game, and we are in talks to Dubai Kunde, and that goal was absolutely brilliant. I think all the three goals, to be honest. I think the first goal, Marcus Alonso, that free kick of Marcus Alonso is his left leg is something else. Wonderful left leg.
Yeah. He just lacks bit of pace. Otherwise, he would have been a great player.
Yeah, that's the problem. He was born a forward. He plays a defender. He's so good at going forward, but he's exactly that bad when he's tracking back players. Because at wing back positions, he moves away so front. If you see Marcos Alonso play, you're not going to say he's a defender.
Exactly, he's a winger.
Because he's so ahead on the pitch, and you see more than other strikers, he's taking up the shots.
Yeah, he was in the box.
Yeah, he's always in the. I saw the match against Crystal Palace, and Crystal Palace were absolutely, they were slow. I think Crystal Palace were very slow. Yeah. I think Patrick Vieira knew at Crystal Palace had no idea what to do. I think the first match he set up was absolutely gone rotten. The first thing, I think they didn't have pace. Zaha didn't look up to it. Zaha didn't look up to it. I think they have few players coming in again. I think next weekend, and they had few injuries, but they were slow. I would say they were really slow. And again, Chelsea is a pacey team. They are a very pacey team with Pulisic, Werner, and everything. But they were pretty slow, I would say. Crystal Palace didn't have a game plan.
Yeah, didn't have a game plan.
Yeah, they couldn't.
This is like Patrick Vieira will be in big pressure.
Yeah, but he did come out and say, like, we are a different team this season. We are going to change our gameplay every time we're going to play now. So it'll be interesting to see how they play. I still think Crystal Palace are a very iffy side this season. I think they're serious threat for them to get relegated if they keep up this kind of performances.
Yeah. And there are lots of new players, so the bonding is not there. They have to gel as a team, no? And a new manager. So it will be tough for them.
It will be absolutely. That's what even I think. Chelsea. Let's talk about Chelsea. Lukaku coming in again in this squad, number 9. Absolutely thrilled. Hopefully the curse ends here, because it's been for a long time we are having this curse, and I don't enjoy like our number 9s. They usually are so. They usually don't do anything in front of goal, and I hope Lukaku can change that this season. I am really excited.
Lukaku is going to score goals. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, I want Lukaku coming in. I was seeing that picture the other day, of Lukaku in Manchester United shirt and him in Chelsea shirt, and I could see the difference. How much he has changed. The weight he has reduced. He looked far more lighter. I think he looks far more lighter from the time he was playing Inter Milan also. Actually, he looked quite good actually. So, boyhood club. I think this season will be his season. I'm still crossing fingers that he starts against Arsenal and scores lots of goals for us.
He has always had a good debut against because he scored in debut for West Brom. He scored in debut for Everton. He scored in debut for Manchester United. He did for Inter. So he's going to score against Arsenal for sure. For Chelsea too.
Yeah. I still want Werner playing. Okay, I know people don't like Werner for some. Even I don't like him when he doesn't score goals. But I like when he plays.
Yeah, I think he will be playing because there is place for him, because he has space, so he's going to create space for Lukaku too.
He creates space. He creates goals. Only thing he can't do is score goals. But maybe he's going to start this season. You never know.
Yeah, because now the pressure is less with Lukaku coming in, so he won't have that much pressure for scoring goals. So I think he will do that this season.
Yeah, I definitely think this is going to be a good season for Chelsea. And the first match I watched, it was absolutely brilliant. Pulisic scored again. Pulisic has been scoring from last 5 games. I think. I think he's been a good player. I hope he doesn't get injured this season. He looks a bit more fitter, I think. And we had quite few of our players missing actually this game. We had Thiago Silva not playing. We had Reece James, I think, coming in second half. Mason Mount coming in second half. I think we didn't have N'Golo
Yes.
Kante. He was injured. So we have a lot of players coming into this squad. So I still see us ending up second, like I
Getting
said.
better.
Yeah, we're going to get better. We're going to get better. I just hope we don't fuck up against Arsenal this this game, because against
Shock them.
Arsenal, I don't know what happens to us. We just lose those games. Last season they did a double over us, and I can't stop to get revenge on them this season. I just can't stop.
I think it will be an easy win for Chelsea this week.
It's in Emirates. We are going to be against around 70,000 fans in Emirates. So you never know. Mikel Arteta can come up against something because he is usually good against Manchester City and Chelsea. Whenever they play against us, they give us surprises, and I hope this doesn't happen this time. So
I think Chelsea is going to win.
Yeah, talking about Chelsea, do you see Trevor Chalobah staying, or do you think Chelsea gonna get Jules Koundé?
I think even if Chelsea gets Jules Koundé, they will keep Chalobah. I think he will be like there will be a lot of matches, EFL match, FA Cup. So he will get game time.
Mm-hmm.
Will keep him.
Yeah, the news I heard was I think Thomas Tuchel is going to try Trevor Chalobah for another couple of matches. I think he's going to see how he's going to perform because I think we still have 2 weeks before the transfer window closes. I think we have a international break also. I think after game week 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's going to be enough time to analyze how to play Trevor Chalobah because he was brilliant the matches he played in. He was really good at Super Cup. He was really good at the first match against.
He looked really composed for a kid. Yeah.
And people might say we are a buying club, but we have one of the most academy products in our team. Most academy products in our team.
The problem is Chelsea don't give them time. That's the only problem.
Yeah, I don't.
But now they're getting.
Yeah, now they're getting time. I mean, to come into Chelsea's team, it's going to be really hard because after Abramovich did take over the club, we had huge investments. I mean, to replace those players from our academy product, it's going to be a bit tough. It's going to be very hard. When Kevin De Bruyne played in Chelsea, he had to play for his. He had to fight for his place against Eden Hazard.
Exactly.
That's not easy. Lukaku had to fight his place against Didier Drogba, against Diogo Costa.
Salah was there too.
It was going to be hard for players like that. You say Salah. Again, Salah had a really terrible time when he was at Chelsea because he had to compete against Drogba and likes of Diogo Costa and Oscar and those kind of people.
Oscar was there.
Yeah. So Salah would never got a chance. So it's really hard for youngsters at Chelsea to get a chance. But this right now, I think this is a good time for Chelsea youngsters to get into chances. I think we have some good crop of players.
Yeah, after Lampard took charge, now they're getting youngsters in. They're giving them chances.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's time.
I think Tuchel got his tactics spot on in that game. He didn't play his full team, and he was still gauging Crystal Palace and literally romped over Crystal Palace.
No, it was an easy work. Like it's an easy game for Chelsea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I hope Chelsea does the same against Arsenal. I can't just wait for that. I just hope we score like hat-trick or something from Lukaku. It's going to be absolutely brilliant to see that from him.
Yeah. I think he's going to score for sure. Let's see how much
he looks bullish. I think he looks confident too. So
with our weak Arsenal defense, he will definitely score.
Yeah, I think he's going to wipe flow with Ben White. So
I'm looking for that battle between White and
I think when I saw Ben White against Brentford, I think one shoulder and he was gone, and Ben White couldn't keep up.
Yeah, even I didn't see him at all. Like he was not the presence was not there in the defense.
Yeah, he didn't know what to defend because there were holes everywhere in Arsenal. So I see how Ben White is going to cope up with this Arsenal team. It's going to be really tough. Let's moving on to the next game. We have Spurs versus Manchester City.
Oh, the biggest match.
The biggest match last weekend, and we both got it wrong. Absolutely wrong.
No surprises.
I mean, it's not really a surprise. We did point out towards like
Because, yeah, it
if
will
they
be a
don't,
close game.
yeah, it was going to be a close game. And Nuno, you need to give credits to Nuno where he
Yeah,
deserved. He brilliantly
exactly.
set up his team. I think Tangwanga was amazing. He was really good. I
And Lucas Moura, I think, was great with his pace. He was
Yeah,
running around.
yeah, he was running around. He was running around. I think KDB came in second half. I think right. He didn't
Yeah,
start the game. He
yeah, he
didn't
was
start the
not.
game.
Yeah, he was injured in Euro, right? So he didn't get
Mm.
that fitness back.
I think what is this? This is the third game where Manchester City hasn't scored a single goal.
Yeah, Champions League final and the Community Shield and
And this
National
one,
Cup.
yeah,
Yeah,
shows how desperate Manchester City are in need of a striker.
okay. Yeah, exactly. That's
Uh,
why they are ready to pay 150 million for Harry Kane.
Yeah, but I don't see the Daniel Levy selling. I heard the last I heard he stopped picking up calls of Manchester City now.
Yeah, but still now Kane has not traveled with Tottenham for that
Yeah.
big match.
Mm.
So I guess it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think this is going to happen too, but it's not going to be cheap.
Yeah, it's not gonna be cheap.
It's not going to be cheap.
Yeah, bulk up the money as much as he can.
Yeah.
Only then he's going to leave Harry Kane.
Talking about Manchester City's performance on Sunday, I didn't see they were in urgency. I think they took the first game pretty light. I think they're going to come back strong. We know Manchester City, they're going to come back really strong. They're going to hit ground running by my next game. But yeah, they're going to have a lot of time to do that too next game. I think they're going against Norwich. They're going to have a nice time. So they're going to. I see them scoring. I think Ferran Torres might start because he's an option. He can score lots of goals. I don't see Manchester City giving chances. Yeah, but he could score a lot of goals because they have issues scoring. They have issues scoring. They should get. I mean, they are not giving chances to Gabriel Jesus. He should be getting some chances at least. I mean, how come he's a backup striker and he doesn't get enough chances and you play false nine all the time? That his confidence must be dipping continuously.
Exactly. There's not an established striker, and he still is a second striker. So it's really hard for him.
Manchester City, I think they're going to be all right. Of course, they're going to be all right. They are the favorites. They're the title favorites. They're going to be all right. I think they're going to set up, and I think they're going to get Harry Kane eventually. But Harry Kane is going to start a bit late. I don't think they're going to start until game week 4. You never know how long it's going to take. This is going to take some time.
It will take it will be like deadline day or something. Near to the deadline day.
Talking about bad performances for Manchester City, Benjamin Mendy at fault there. I think couldn't control the defense at all.
Exactly. He's not convincing at all in the left back position. I think they needed a left back, but I don't think they're going to get one.
How many left backs are they going to buy? They already have filled with defenders. I think they have spent I don't know how much on defenders, but I know it's a lot.
So I think they will stick with Zinchenko. I think he's better defender than Benjamin Mendy.
Yeah, I think I heard that Zinchenko is going to be the regular. I think they had a bit of a rest. I mean, they really thought they're going to beat Spurs with that team. I mean, they could, but come on. Spurs did put up a good fight.
Yeah, they put up a good fight, and we didn't see Sterling much.
We didn't see Sterling much, yeah.
Yeah. And Grealish also was struggling with the first match.
I'm telling you, man, Grealish is one of the most overhyped player. I think he going for 100 million. That player, I wouldn't pay more than 60 to 70 million for that player, and he got paid 100 million for what? For winning fouls, because I didn't see really him playing. Because I told you this that he's good in Aston Villa team. He's good at an average Aston Villa team.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a Manchester City team, there are tons of good players. Everyone is a good player there. You need to be a good player to go at Manchester City. And Jack Grealish has come in the first game. He's just winning fouls. We saw that game. He's just winning fouls. He couldn't do much. But it's going to be. It's the first match. I'm not going to get carried away. So again, I'm going to see how he plays. Does this season. But I doubt he's going to get that much time. Against Norwich, I think it's going to be pretty easy for Manchester City. Norwich looked pretty weak against Liverpool. Yeah.
if you can follow.
Talking about Spurs, great goal by Heung-min Son.
Yeah, exactly.
That goal, I didn't think he would take that goal because I was really far, and I thought it's not going to go, and that goal was that finish was absolutely brilliant,
Yeah,
absolutely brilliant by Heung-min Son.
exactly. That with his weak foot was great goal.
And as a general, Spurs had a good performance.
Yeah, if Bergwijn didn't miss the chance, they could have won 2-0. He had a great chance to make it 2-0.
Yeah, in general, Spurs had a really good performance, and this is the kind of performance I think I think this was more affected. This was also an impact by fans at White Hart Lane. I mean, they were brilliant. They were waiting to go off a goal, and I was expecting Spurs to score first where the game went. The first 20 minutes, Manchester City dominated, but after 20 minutes, Spurs came back in the game.
Came into the match, yeah.
Spurs came back into the game, and they were brilliant. I think Lucas Moura was brilliant. I think Son was brilliant. Yeah, I genuinely think Lucas Moura is going to get more time this season.
Yeah, with this performance, he will be getting more time because he was troubling the defense of City with his pace.
And I think this is the third game where I think they haven't won in White Hart Lane. So this is kind of a really cursed place for Manchester City to go.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be really funny to see how Spurs are gonna go out in front of this. I think they have the Conference League coming up. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You're going to play against teams who don't have a teams. You're going to play against teams who don't have proper stadiums, and more than them getting a trophy, I still think Spurs are going to bottle this too, but going to that kind of a games, I mean, it's going to be so tiring. I hope Spurs don't.
It's hard for the players.
Yeah, I hope Spurs don't play that.
Also.
Yeah, I hope Spurs don't play their main squads or any of the main squad. I think this is a this is a tournament where you play your youngsters.
Give them a chance. Yeah.
Give them a chance. Maybe when you come into finals or semi-finals, maybe then you can put up your main squad. But it's not worth putting Harry Kane in Conference League. Obviously, he's not going to stay, but you're going to not put a Heung-min Son in Conference League. Yeah, it's going to impact your Premier League. So
exactly.
I hope I hope to see Spurs playing a bit more like this, but I'm pretty sure they're going to disappoint me. They're not a team. I wouldn't really feel bad, but come on. They are a kind of a team that you would look forward to watch because they are Heung-min Son, Lucas Moura. They have good players, but more than often they do disappoint. So it'd be great to see.
The Cristiano Romero will be coming in next match.
Yeah, Cristiano Romero coming in too.
See how he does.
And I think they are going to get one more player before the window closes. I think
if they're going to sell King, then they will get a striker for sure.
I think Lautaro Martinez in talks. I think he's more likely to come, but I think Inter has said that no deals possible. But it will be interesting to see who they bring in.
Yeah, the thing, if Kane is leaving, then they have to get a striker because they have to replace Harry Kane. So I guess someone will be coming
in. I think
Bergwijn's place. I think that kid from Spain who came like Gil, right? I think he
Brian Gill, I think, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see how he does.
Yeah.
Because I don't come with Bergwijn yet.
I know who Spurs playing against. Well, let me see. Spurs is playing against Wolves. Oh my God, nice. That's going to be a good match.
No, I guess his old club.
It's going to be. I think they're going to Molineux. I think that that's in Molineux. They're going to go to Molineux, and
a tough place to go.
It's a bit draggy place to go because they can literally hold you back from scoring, and there's always a surprise goal coming from the end of the match.
He's back.
Isn't Raul Jimenez back?
Yeah, he's back.
He's back. Because I couldn't catch the Wolves game last time. So if he's back, it's going to be trouble. Spurs, because they are not like Manchester City. They're not going to attack. Wolves are going to set up exactly the way Nuno used to set up. Spurs he's setting up Spurs right now. So they're going to set up that way. And their new manager, I think it's going to be interesting to see how they set up, though. But
again, it's a Portuguese manager.
It's going to be defense versus defense, I think. It's going to be exactly the same way the both teams are going to play. I think Son is going to be attacking from there. It could be Raul Jimenez attacking from there. So
Adama Traore.
But Adama Traore doesn't have the boost to score, man. He can
he can set up goals for.
set up goals. He can bully defenders. He can run away, dribble amazingly, but he doesn't. He can't score. He can't score because I've been seeing him for a few seasons, and
I think last match also he missed a simple chance, like 1-on-1 chance he missed this weekend.
Not a surprise when you say Adama Traore, because I've been seeing him for 2 seasons and he's absolutely shambles when it comes to scoring goals. But he does other things well, more like Werner, I would say.
Yeah, the only thing is the final delivery is missing for him. He does all the other things great, but the final delivery is not there for him.
I mean, Wolves, if they don't start off well this season, they might be in trouble. They do have a new manager. I think Bruno Laga is the new manager. I haven't watched Bruno Laga, to be honest. I think wasn't he Roma's manager? I think. Yeah, he was at Monaco. I think they sacked Bruno Laga. Wolves got Bruno Laga, and Mourinho went to Roma. I think that's how it happened.
And Nuno came to Spurs.
Nuno came to Spurs. So interesting, because Roma were good and they did play okay-ish when they were playing against Manchester United. I saw the game. They played okay in the second leg, so they can throw up a surprise. You never know. So let's see how Wolves play this. I think Wolves are going to be a match I'm going to watch this time. So couldn't watch the last match in game week 1. So it's going to be interesting to see how Wolves set up. Moving away, we have to briefly mention Bradford versus Aston Villa.
Oh, wow. It was a great surprise.
I watched the match in tits and bits because Chelsea match was going on simultaneously, so I couldn't watch that match. I watched bit end of the match. I think I watched when they got a penalty. I think Danny Ings scored. That is when I saw the match. Seeing the highlights, I could say Watford were brilliant. Let's give credit to Watford. They were absolutely brilliant.
Ismail Sarr.
Ismail Sarr. I still wonder how come our Premier League team hasn't buy Ismail Sarr, because he was a big thing when Watford was back in Premier League.
They were asking for a lot of money, like more than 50-60 million. That's why I think nobody went.
If you're paying 100 million from Grealish, come on. I still don't think Grealish is 100 million worth, man. To be honest, seriously, dude.
Let's see how we do.
Talking about Watford, I think one was a deflection. One was a deflection goal, but other two great goals. Goals. I think Ismail Sarr absolutely scintillating. I think when I saw a bit of highlights, I could see they had a game plan in mind. They were good attacking. They had a good attacking game plan. They had their forwards in really good. They had their midfield in set up, and they didn't let Aston Villa dominate them the first half.
Yeah, exactly.
Aston Villa came into the game in the second half, I think. More of.
McGinn put a very good goal.
That goal was set up by Leon Bailey. He had an amazing debut, to be honest. When I was seeing the highlights, I saw Leon Bailey really playing well, and he did set up the goal also. Really good goal. Who was that scorer? I think.
Danny scored the penalty.
Danny scored the penalty. I think the guy who scored the first goal, the set up by Leon Bailey. I forgot his name. I don't know. John McGinn. He had, that was a good goal.
That was a good finish too. First time finish.
I think Aston Villa are going to be all right. If not for the deflection, it would have been a draw. I think they're going to be all right. We know Aston Villa. I think people got a bit carried away when they had so much transfers in. I think they really thought they're going to end up in top 6 or something. But that's not the case. They have good players, but they still need the mentality.
Exactly. I think still they'll be okay, and they'll be in top 10.
Yeah, top 10. Okay. Yeah, sure, top 10. They are definitely better than Arsenal. They're going to be top 10. They're definitely better than Arsenal. They're going to be in top 10. But I seriously don't think like people are saying he's going to end up in top 6 or they're going to really give him money.
No, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so, because they don't have the mentality and they don't really have the experience, that kind of Premier League experience to like go in and bully games like Chelsea, Manchester United, City, or Liverpool. They don't enter a game in a mindset like we're going to win this completely. They still go in as in a mindset of we're going to play well and all those things. They don't go in a mentality of bullying the games.
Yeah,
I think Aston are going to be all right though.
Yeah, still they'll be all right and they'll be in top 10.
Next game, looking at, I think we had Newcastle United. I think they were playing against West Ham. I think weren't they?
Yeah, West Ham.
We all were expecting him to Antonio to score, and he did score.
Yeah, and he did so.
He did score. So Antonio is a good striker, man. He's a good striker.
He has strength, he has pace, he has everything for a striker.
He's good. He's good. And I was really impressed by what's his name?
Maximin?
Yeah,
Was
Saint
great.
Maximin. Saint Maximin. Okay, he's always good. He's the star of Newcastle. I think he's dribbling, and he did set up a great goal actually. Literally a near post goal. Absolutely brilliant. But again, Newcastle United, we all know they're going to be a kind of team who's going to come nearby relegation, but they're going to be survive. So no surprises there.
They started well with the first goal. Callum Wilson scored, but then West Ham came back into the match.
Yeah, they have a good team, but they need something good in midfield, something that can like actually control the game, something that can hold the ball. I think that's what they lack. That's what they lack. I mean, they can score goals. We know Callum Wilson is a great striker. He can score goals, but they need someone who can hold up the games. I think Newcastle United is going to be all right too.
Yeah, I think they will survive. It will be close, but I still guess they will survive.
Yeah, because I saw the game in highlights, and I could see they were playing okayish. West Ham United again, with the kind of a season they had last season. They're in Europe. I think I was expecting West Ham to win anyway.
Yeah, but still they make it hard. West Ham.
So it was a good match to watch. I think it would have been a good match to watch. I just watched the highlights. So I don't know the whole match story. Going away, let's finish this with Liverpool versus Norwich. Salah scored again opening day. Yeah, I think he's the highest scorer in opening days now.
Yeah, he scored in like 5 years.
Yeah, continuously 5 continuous opening days, and I think he has a hat trick too somewhere in there. I think he had a hat trick last season against Leeds. So brilliant performance by Liverpool. Nothing to take away. We expected this. I mean, I was a little bit expecting the Norwich would put up a fight, but they didn't. They didn't turn up at all. Disappointing, I would say. I did watch the first half of the match, and I was utterly disappointed by Norwich. I thought they would create something, and they absolutely created nothing.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, they were poor.
Yeah, it was all in all a Liverpool performance there. A first match back for Van Dijk coming in Liverpool.
Yeah, he looked okay. To be honest, there was no trouble for him because Norwich didn't.
Norwich, yeah, come on. How do you see Liverpool going forward this game? Going forward in this season, though, what do you make of the match? Did you get to watch the match?
No, because they didn't have to play well to beat Norwich. So we have to see when they come up to like better teams. We have to see how they perform.
I think Chelsea versus Liverpool is coming in game week 3 or game week 4.
That will give us an idea about.
Will give us an idea. See, I'm more confident nowadays when Chelsea goes into big matches because of Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah.
When it used to be Lampard, I used to be shit scared. I'll tell you honest, I used to be shit scared. I used to see Chelsea like going into big match, and I used to be like, oh my god, it's going to be hard. It's going to be heartbreaking. We are going to lose from 1 goal, and we're going to have a terrible performance. We used to have terrible performances under Lampard.
Yeah.
Since Thomas Tuchel has come in, mentality has changed. We go in for a win. We look like a winning team. We usually have great performances. Confidence has come back. I see when I see players under Thomas Tuchel, I see we have a game plan. He sets up the players really well. So it's going to be really interesting. Liverpool versus Arsenal. Liverpool versus Chelsea.
He sets up the team according to the opponent. Like he studies the opponent and he sets up like how they play. So he has a game plan for every team.
Talking about the top 4 race right now, Manchester City is already minus 3 points now, so they'll have to really work towards. I mean, they can. Just a matter of time we lose points, but again, Manchester City a little bit back. But again, looking at this game week 1, what are your takeaways?
Yeah, I still guess the table we predicted, top 4. I still guess it will be same. City will come back. and United, Chelsea, Liverpool, they're all 3-1. So I think the top four will be pretty much same. But I guess Spurs will do well, I guess, looking by the performance they did. So I think they can come up like in top six with Leicester.
With Leicester, the mix. We forgot Leicester had a good game too. I think Vardy scored that one goal.
Yeah.
They were pretty good too.
Yeah, Vardy scored that.
You never know. Brendan Rodgers is a great manager. Nothing to go back. He bottles up in the end, but he's still a good manager. So he might just take Leicester City to. I still expect Leicester City to be in top six. Come on, I'll be honest. I still expect them to be in top six. Them and Spurs are my bet to come in top six.
Yeah, he's a good manager. Exactly.
Guys, if you're looking at this podcast, please like, subscribe. We are a young channel, so it's going to be really helpful for us to go ahead. Thank you. Let's move on to game week 2 fixtures.
Yeah.
I think your screen is frozen, Gokul. I think
they're
having issues.
Yeah,
it's all right. It's all right now.
I think network issues.
Network issues. Let's move on to game week 2 fixtures. First match, we have Liverpool versus Burnley. How do you reckon this would go?
Liverpool versus Burnley. Yeah, it's in Anfield, so it should be even for Liverpool. But Burnley will put up a good fight. They will be putting up a good shooting. So but still Liverpool gonna win this.
Did Burnley lose last week? I think they were playing against. Let me think who they're playing against. I think Burnley were playing against
Brighton.
Yeah, Brighton. I think Brighton had a great comeback. Yeah, Brighton had a great comeback. I think Burnley scored first.
Yeah, they want to.
Near post header. I think
they scored in within 2 minutes. Lukaku.
But seeing Burnley, we know they usually have zero transfers. Every season they have zero transfers. I mean, you need to give credit to Sean Dyche. Like Manchester City is spending billions to winning titles, and Sean Dyche spending zero amount, and he's keeping Burnley in the league. That is an absolutely commendable job. I really thought Burnley would win that match, but seeing Brighton, you see Brighton's XG, they always overperform, and Brighton were really good. Really good. We know they're going to be pretty good whenever they play. They missed a lot of chances last season. I think they're going to probably capitalize this season. But yeah, it was a good game to watch actually. When I watched the highlights replay, actually, it was pretty good to see.
Yeah.
So coming back to this week's Liverpool versus Burnley, you think Liverpool is going to dominate Burnley, or is there going to be a bullish game by Burnley defenders?
Yeah, they will put up a good fight, Burnley defenders. But still, Liverpool have enough firepower to get over Burnley. And it is in Anfield, so it should be an easy win. Because the crowd is back. It will be roaring.
I mean, when they see Senior Firmino start scoring, I was listening to Liverpool. I was watching Liverpool's match, the first half, and when they started singing "Si Senor," I was like, "My God, they really are getting into this now. They're really getting into this." And Firmino started scoring. I was seeing link up play pretty well. So, yeah, Liverpool back at Anfield, it's going to be hard for Burnley to get something. What are your predictions, Coco, this week?
It's very hard. Again, I go for Liverpool 3-0.
Liverpool 3-0. Well, I didn't give Liverpool that much credit. I go for 2-0. I think they're going to be good, but Burnley defenders is going to maybe keep up. So this is going to be 2-0. Maybe Burnley might score, and you never know. But yeah, I don't see them scoring back because Burnley is not a scoring team. They're more of a defense and kind of counter-attacking team. So I don't see them scoring. But I would love to see them score. So let's see. Next match, Manchester City versus Norwich.
Again, this should be an easy win for City because after the first game, they should come back strong this weekend.
Looking at Norwich, with the loss they came in, I don't really see a game changer. I still think Norwich are the favorites to go down after seeing game week
Exactly.
1, but
Yeah.
yeah, they had a really terrible performances, really terrible performance in the first game week. I was looking for something, some hope from them, and they were worse than Arsenal.
Yeah,
So
didn't see any spark from them. And
absolutely no spark.
it's really harsh on them because they got such a tough fixture. Both.
Yeah. Absolutely. They had Liverpool and Manchester City, two probably
Yeah,
favorites for title, and first two games back in Premier League. So it's uh, Daniel Farka in job still, so it's gonna be hard for them to. But so, what are your predictions?
yeah, City gonna win 4-0.
4-0. My God, who's gonna score?
I think Grealish will get on the
You think?
scoring start. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I see Sterling scoring a couple of goals.
Sterling scoring a couple of goals.
Yeah,
You think maybe Ferran Torres comes in or Gabriel Jesus comes in this match?
I still think he will go with Ferran Torres
Mhm.
because I don't think Guardiola rates the Pulisic so high.
That is so sad. I always thought he was such a good player, you know. I
Yeah,
always thought.
his finishing is the biggest problem, I guess, because he doesn't finish the goal.
But I
That's the
didn't see
problem.
him get that much chance when Aguero was there. I don't see him getting much chances now when there is no Aguero, when there is no Kane. At least he should be playing this. But yeah,
Exactly.
who am I to question Pep Guardiola?
Yeah,
So yeah, I expect them to win 3-0, not 4-0. I don't see them scoring 4 goals. I see them scoring 2 to 3 goals. I think there's going to be goals from Sterling. I think there's going to be goal from Ferran Torres, but no Jack Grealish for me. I don't see him scoring. I still see him getting bunch of fouls, but I don't see him getting into the score sheet. Be interesting to watch against Norwich because I don't see
yeah,
Norwich. I think Norwich are strong contenders for relegation this season.
absolutely.
Moving forward to the next match, Southampton versus Manchester United.
Yeah, so I think it will be more tight match, not like Leeds match, and it's an away match. Still, United should win it, and I think we will be getting a record, like away wins consequent. So we will match Arsenal's record, I guess. 27
Wow.
matches
Okay.
beaten away from home.
But didn't you guys do 9-0 against Southampton? Or was it you or was it Leicester who did 9-0 against Southampton?
Leicester, right?
Leicester. You guys did 9-0 too against somebody, right? That was
6-2, right?
really earlier, I think. That was really earlier, I think. That was a
Yeah.
record. Yeah, I got confused. Okay, Southampton lost the last match, I think.
Yeah.
They lost the last match against. I think Southampton had match against, let me see, Everton. And Everton actually did pretty well. They scored 3 goals.
Everton did well.
Yeah,
But still, Southampton scored 1 goal, right? Like Armstrong, the new signing, scored 1 goal.
That was actually a mistake from Everton side. I saw the game. That was a really terrible back pass, and from back to front, that was a defensive error, and Southampton capitalized. So, yeah, maybe, but Everton were pretty good too. That's I think best. Rafa Benitez did set up his team pretty well. I saw Doucouré scoring. That was an absolute banger of a goal. Doucouré scoring.
That was a great goal. Yeah, that was
really good score. Really good goal.
Calvert-Lewin header was good.
Calvert-Lewin header was good. I think Calvert-Lewin came out in an interview and said he's like doing his debut in Premier League this season. Because to be honest, I didn't see any VAR issues this week.
Yeah,
absolutely zero VARs.
Yeah, exactly.
The game flow was brilliant.
It was great. Yeah, I think they changed the rules, though.
So yeah, they changed the rules.
The flow, we are not. It is not affecting the game flow. So
yeah,
good.
It's not affecting the game flow, and the game is going quite smoothly. They are not giving any harsh decisions. I think if it was last year's VAR, we wouldn't have seen that Bruno Fernandes's last goal to have been marked as an offside.
Exactly.
But I wouldn't want that marked as an offside. That was a brilliant goal. Goal. Exactly. I want that to be stand. And I think this season is going to be much better as in a VAR side than last season.
We'll be seeing a lot
more goals, and it's absolutely brilliant to see see this kind of VAR performance. I mean, VAR has to be authority which gives in obvious errors, not budging literally line offsides and minute
Yeah,
things. It's not good
trigonometry,
for the
we don't
game.
want that.
Yeah, it's not good for the game. And I'm absolutely
Like,
happy that first game week we had no issues with VAR and it was brilliant. No complaints
first,
at all.
exactly, first match day was brilliant.
Yeah, can't talk about Arsenal. They always blame grass, rain, and everything. So they are weird.
Yeah.
So Southampton versus United. You see United scoring goals. How many goals?
I think it will be a tough match for United. I still go with 2-1.
2-1. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you think United are gonna come back like they do?
Yeah.
Are you think
I
that
think they will score, and Southampton will score one consolation goal at last.
my prediction 1-3? I think United are gonna be too good for. I mean, I think Southampton are gonna score first, and United are gonna just come back with 3 goals again. That's what I think. I think Bruno Fernandes again on score sheet. I see Mason Greenwood scoring again. I think Mason Greenwood is going to have a good season this time because no Rashford for initial 2 months, and he's going to get far more chances.
Yeah, he's going to get game time. So yeah, even I'm looking forward to him. So I think he has matured a lot, and he has put on weight. So
yeah, he looks good. He looks good. He looks good. He looks pretty good. When I see Manchester United, I see them title contenders, and Southampton, I see. We did mention them in the relegation battle, so it's going to be pretty hard for Southampton to actually topple them. It's going to be at Southampton's home, right? Yeah, it's going to be Southampton's home, I think, but I doubt it's going to make a difference. Manchester United have a great record in a way, so
yeah, let's see.
Let's see. So I predict 1-3. So I still think United are going to score amazingly. They're going to be brilliant. I see Pogba again pitching up 2 assists. So let's see how this goes. Next game. This is a good game. This is going to be a good game. Wolves versus Spurs at Molineux.
Yeah, like Nuno back to his old club.
Nuno back to his old club. Defense versus defense.
Defense to defense.
You're going to see good counter-attacking. Both are counter-attacking 2 teams, to be honest.
Yeah.
How do you see that game going, though?
I don't see too much goals in it. It will be like on the edge. I think Spurs might win it 2-1.
I think this is going to be the first draw.
Yeah, it could be because
I think this is going to be seriously first draw. I think both are going to score a goal and both are going to say like we are happy with the point.
Yeah.
I think
it will be so tight. The match will be.
It's going to be super tight. That's what I think. We could be wrong, but it's still prediction. So I still think it's going to be pretty tight. Maybe Raul Jimenez scores 1 or Ruben Neves. And from Spurs side, I still think Heung-min Son, or if Harry Kane won't be playing, right? Harry Kane won't be playing, I think. I don't think so too. If not Harry Kane, I see Bergwijn might come in. So 1 goal. I don't see them scoring much. I don't see them scoring much. Maybe Wolves might surprise Spurs, like getting 1 goal at the end. But I don't see them scoring much. So it's going to be a surprise if Wolves win this, but I go for a draw.
Yeah, it will be a very tight match.
It's going to be very tight. So, looking the next big match and my favorite fixture of the year, usually Arsenal versus Chelsea at Emirates. How do you see the game?
Looking by the performance of Arsenal in the last game, it should be an easy win for Chelsea. But we never know in the big matches.
You know how we are against Arsenal. I don't know how we lose against them, man. I have no clue we lose against them.
With Lukaku back, it should be easy win for
Chelsea. Yeah, you never know. Last time we almost created an own goal and we lost. Last time we created an own goal and we lost, and it was terrible last time. We were in semi-finals of Champions League and we were playing Arsenal. It was terrible for us losing that game, and I was literally done. I was like, "Oh my god, we're going to win this! We're going to win this!" And we literally dug our own graves in that match. Absolutely. So I hope I don't see that kind of performances.
Yeah, I see Chelsea winning it like 2-0.
2-0?
I don't see Arsenal scoring goals.
Aubameyang and Lacazette might be still out. That's what Arteta said. I doubt if that's an injury though. I think there is something going on there.
There's something. I think they're telling that they are ill or something. I'm not sure.
But they don't. But they're not saying what are they ill for, and then there's literally no news. I think there is something wrong there. I think there's a rift between the manager and the players. They desperately want to offload Lacazette, and Aubameyang is not in his form. Something going on.
So I don't see Arsenal scoring. It should be an 2-0 to Chelsea. Lukaku scoring on his debut.
Yes, come on, let him do that. I still predict a 3-1 win for Chelsea. I think we're going to score 3 goals. I think they're going to get back 1. I know we're going to give them 1 goal. I know us. We're going to give them 1 goal because we have not been defensively that solid. Actually, last game, Crystal Palace didn't really test us, to be honest. Didn't really test us. No. But I think Arsenal in big matches they turn up really good. So I think they might get back 1 goal. Maybe Ben White is going to score. Who knows? So I really think it's going to be 3-1 to Chelsea and Arsenal. I think Odegaard will Odegaard play this match? I doubt he's going to play this match.
I don't guess because they didn't confirm it yet. No, he's not at Arsenal, so I don't think he will be playing.
I hope Lukaku scores. I hope Arsenal sinks and maybe in relegation. Who knows? Let's move to the next game. West Ham versus Leicester. How do you see that game going?
I see a good game there.
Yeah, really good game.
And West Ham played well last night. Leicester too. So, whose home it is?
I think it's West Ham's home.
West Ham's home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be a tight match, but I go for a draw in that match.
You go for a draw in that? I see West Ham winning it.
No, I think Leicester will be tight.
Come on,
it should be a 1-1 draw for.
You think it's a 1-1 draw? I honestly think West Ham are going to win this game because they are high on confidence. They have Antonio to rely on. I think he's definitely going to score again. I think Leicester. I think they are very much reliant on Jamie Vardy. I'm not sure if Barnes started last game because I couldn't watch it. If Barnes and Maddison came into the game, maybe something might happen. But Leicester didn't look that great in first match actually.
Okay. But still, I think they will put up a good match against West Ham.
Yep. Let's see how it goes. I still see West Ham winning. I see Antonio scoring 1. I see, great defense by West Ham, to be honest, but they might let back 1 in. So I go for 2-1 for West Ham. Okay. Maybe Jamie Vardy or Iheanacho is, I think, injured, so he won't be playing. So I think Jamie Vardy again, they have completely relied on Jamie Vardy. So if he fails, there's no one there to look forward to. You just need goals from midfield then. So I think it's going to be a bit hard because West Ham have good defense. They showed us this last season. So I think it's going to be 2-1 and you say it's 1-1. Let's see.
Let's see.
Next match, Aston Villa versus Newcastle.
Aston Villa versus Newcastle. I see Aston Villa coming back from that loss. So, and I don't think Newcastle will put up a great match.
I think so. I think so too. I think Aston Villa are going to be a bit more proactive this time. I think Dean Smith said that it's at home of Aston Villa, I think. And they're going to be they're going to be a bit more proactive this time. I think they're going to try to create more chances. And I think they had a good performance last time. Yeah, sure, they lost. But they had a good performance.
Yeah, exactly. It was a deflection goal.
It was a deflection goal. So I really see them coming back. I see them coming back stronger. 2-1 is what I think. I think Newcastle is going to score 1. Callum Wilson scoring is a little bit mandatory for me because I have him in my FPL team. So I want him to score. But Aston Villa versus Newcastle.
Maxim will create a goal.
He's actually a pretty brilliant player, I see him every season. He's so good. So good. He's more of a Zaha type of player. He's pretty good, but the problem with Newcastle is there's no one to support him.
Exactly, that's the problem. The midfield is not that great.
He comes in from really big. He defends. He always sets up in pretty deep. He comes in really far from his deep position and he creates goals. Again, he has to go back in deep and defend. And there's literally no one there to support him at all. So I still see Newcastle in trouble, and I think they would need someone in midfield at least. Get a good midfield player to support him, because you have Maximum as one of the top rated midfielders there. You need someone in there too.
You have a good striker too in Callum Wilson.
You have a good striker too in Callum Wilson.
they get a good midfielder, they can do well.
They can do well. I think they have to honestly do that. So I still predict 2-1 for Aston Villa. What is the predictions, Gokul?
I go for the same 2-1 to Villa.
2-1 to Villa.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be right. Let's see. Last match, Leeds versus Everton.
It was Everton.
What kind of Leeds do you think are going to turn up this time?
It will be interesting. And Leeds after the defeat to United, they should be looking to prove a point now. So it will be a really tight match. But I still think that Everton might edge it because they will be in confidence after winning the first match.
Talking about Everton, we never really actually went in detail about Everton. We never really spoke in detail about Everton.
Yeah.
How do you think Everton are going to do this season?
I think Everton might do pretty okay. Like they should be ending up in top 10. And Rafa is a okay coach. It's a good coach. It's not a great coach. It is a good coach.
I think he was great when he was in Liverpool back in the day.
Yeah. In those days he was great. But now he's a great coach, good coach. So they should be okay. They will be like in top 10. They should be pretty much sure.
But that's not what Everton wants, do they? I mean, they got in James Rodriguez. They got in Carlo Ancelotti last time.
Yeah. But I guess James is leaving because Ancelotti left. So I don't think James is staying.
Who's going to buy James? I don't see any club buying him at all.
But I see rumors of Atletico Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how much it's true, but I don't think why Atletico Madrid need James Rodriguez.
Yeah, that's a very weird transfer rumor. But seeing about Everton, I see Rafa Benitez is going to do a good job. He's going to change a lot of Evertonians' mind. I think Everton has an history, obviously, with Rafa Benitez. With Benitez calling Everton a small club when he was back in Liverpool.
Exactly.
He's going to have to do a lot to change. I think I saw the celebration when Everton won.
But he got a good reception. Yeah.
He got a good reception. It wasn't bad reception. He got a good reception. Yeah. He stays in Liverpool. He stays in Liverpool, which is literally literally in Everton. So it's going to be great to see how Everton sets up this match, because this might be something that they can take this momentum forward. 2 game week wins is going to actually push Everton pretty good in the league.
Pretty good. Yeah. And if Everton do well, then EPL Premier League will look good, because Everton is a good club. It's a great club. So I see them doing well this season.
It's a doubt for me, because Everton has always been a kind of a side that you can never really trust. They really play well, because last season they were really good, and suddenly they fell. And
the first half of the season they were really good,
and second half they kind of
fell. They're looking like top 4 contenders. Then they just fell.
Last season was crazy. We saw like 6 teams coming in top. I mean, on the first position, we had Chelsea, Manchester United, Leicester, Everton. I think Southampton came in somewhere there in between. I don't remember. They came in top 4 or something. So it was Liverpool came in. So it was brilliant. Last season was a whole lot of turmoil. So this season, I don't see that kind of a difference happening. I think top 4 is settled this season.
Settled.
But Everton, I think Rafa Benitez, I still reckon they need. They have good players. We have Calvert-Lewin. They have Drogba. They have what's the guy's name? Yeah, Richarlison. They have great players. They have a good manager. I see them doing better. I see them coming in top 8. If they do well, again, it's a big point. They have to start the season pretty well. But this is not the season where you can take it lightly.
They need a good defender, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
A good defender, if they get a good defender, then they will be doing pretty good.
Yeah, Pickford at goal. I think Pickford did really well at Euros, so there is no doubt about Pickford.
Also not constant. That's the problem.
Yeah, I think last season was a bit of an off for Pickford, but Pickford has always been.
But he should be okay.
Yeah, he should be okay. It's a good choice as a goalkeeper. He's better than most of the goalkeepers.
Yeah.
So I definitely think Everton. So you think Everton are going to win this?
Yeah, I think Everton will win this 2-1.
So 2-1. Actually, I go for draw 2-2. I don't see. It's very hard to see Leeds and safe draw, because they're going to try till the end to win this.
Yeah.
But I still say it's a draw, because I think Leeds are going to set up a bit defensively this time. And I go for a 2-2 or a 1-1 this time. Probably 2-2. I think Leeds, it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think Everton is going to score 1 by Calvert-Lewin and 1 Richarlison. And Leeds are going to come back 1 by Patrick Bamford and maybe 1 Rafinha. I don't think he scored last time. So I see them scoring too.
Rafinha looked a little off pace in the last match. So
Yeah, absolutely. I think I saw him and didn't really feel a Rafinha of last season actually while seeing him. So maybe first game week
he
one.
was
So
great last season.
game week one. So we don't really have to carry with any results. So it's great. It was a great game week one. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved watching. Brentford's manager. Enjoying himself in the new stadium. So it was absolutely brilliant for a start to this game week one. I'm absolutely looking forward to this game week too. I think it's going to be amazing. I'm absolutely looking forward to Arsenal versus Chelsea this time. I think all eyes are on that. I hope we win this. I think we have like really tough fixtures coming up. We have Liverpool. Yeah, I hope so because we always think that's going to happen and never turns out to be that way. Never does turn out to be that because Arsenal turns out to be really good team when they play against us. Always, that's always the case. And I hope that doesn't happen this time around. Talking about game week 2, do you really think there are going to be any drastic, results this game week 2? Like Man City losing to Norwich, or is going to be any upset apart from Chelsea versus Arsenal, of course?
I don't see so because it will be a really big shock if something like that happens.
Yeah, because most of the matches are really one-sided, I think.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty much one-sided. So it'll be okay for all the big clubs.
Yeah, I think with this we have come to the end of our very second podcast, Football Fanatics. Please, guys, if you are still watching this, please subscribe and like this video. We need this. This is our very young child. We need this.
Yeah, we need your support.
Yeah, we need your support, man. Come on, comment if you want something for us to discuss or you want something in our segment. It's going to be great. It's going to be. We're going to keep this. We're going to keep continuing this podcast. Looking forward to game week 3. Looking forward to game week 2, the end, and amazing podcast again, Gokur.
Yeah, it was great.
It was great.
Let's meet after the game match week 2.
Let's meet again after the game week 2. Thank you, everyone. See you.
We are good at game week 1.
Yeah.